Hello, so this is Group 3's Show and Tell 2 for our app Cinnabon. The members of this group includes Derek, which is myself, Maisha, Shabbir, and Tanish. Okay, so here we have the thread diagram. Just to give a little bit of an overview here, we start in the main thread. When we launch the app, it'll bring you to a login screen. Once you successfully log in, there will be a dashboard which will contain three things, which are the movies, your list of movies, and your profile. And all our data is stored in a Firestore database. So just zooming in a little bit here to the login and sign up part. Upon launching the app, you can log in, or if you don't have an account, you can sign up. Both of these will request login or sign up to the user authentication view model, which will request to the user repository, which will authenticate using Firebase, and of course the user data is all stored in the Firestore. So when sign up happens, the sign up data creation happens in the Firestore. So once we log in, we'll be put in a dashboard, and one of those dashboard is the profile section. So from the profile section, you can go to settings, and from the settings, you can update user data, and of course, the user view model will give the user data to the settings to show your username, your email, and so on and so on. From the profile, you can also go to your friends profile, such as who you're following and who follows you and so stuff like that. From the friends user profile, you can go see what lists your friends have. So maybe their watch list, their previously watched list, or their Christmas movie list, or something like that. Which we will take a look at later. Uh, but from the profile screen, you can also go to your chat list screen. This will show you um, the users you have a chat history with, and of course when you click those individual chats, it'll show you your chat history. Both of these interact with their own little view model, which interacts with the chat repository, which of course interacts with the Firestore database, which we also store all the chats in. um, Going to the right side first, which is the movie screen, which is in one of the dashboard tabs. Uh, this will have things like upcoming movies or popular movies or and other things like that. So this interacts with the movies view model, which interacts with the movie repository, which interacts with the TMDB API, where we get all our movie info from. So when we want to look at the info of a specific movie, we can click those individual movie components, and it will show us the movie data, which we also get through the movie repository and the TMDB API with its own little view model. Um, from the list that I was talking about earlier, we can see our own list, um, and we can also see our friends lists. And from those lists, we can click the individual components again to show what movies are inside the list. And of course, that leads to movie info screen when you click those individual movies, and that list collection screen interacts with the list collection view model, which of course interacts with the Firestore database here and with the through the list collection repository. So the division of tasks for this section of the project, Derek, which is me, I did the threaded design diagram that we saw just now. I did some touch-ups for the UI, and I implemented the settings page. Maisha did the chat list screen, the friend profile screen, scheduling events screen, and slides for this show and tell. Shabbir set up the sign up and login screen, create Firestore and Firebase authentication connections, set user data in database, and did the app part of the voiceover for Show and Tell 2. Tanish did the threaded diagram along with me, set up the TMDB API, along with fetching movie information from the API and update some relevant screens. So some new technologies that we used more Jetpack Compose for the UI. We did some Firebase authentication for the user. We implemented Firestore database for all of the data. And of course, we used TMDB API for our main feature, which is showing movie details. So here's the app. Some things we were not able to route in the app yet was the chat list screen, but here is a preview of it, and the scheduling event screen. But we also already have the UI for it.
Here is a demo of our application. Because we don't have an account right now, we are going to click Don't Have an Account, Sign Up. In here, we're going to input information. And click Sign Up. This has now saved our user to our backend. Now that we've signed up, we are authenticated and we are in the app. Inside the app, we have 3 main screens. The first one is movies, the second one is lists, and the third one is profiles. On our movies page, we have new movies, we have popular movies, and we have upcoming movies. On the profile page, as of right now, the only things that update are the user's username and their name. But we will soon implement all the other things as well.